has all kinds of information in there. Some of it will be boring to you, but and it's boring to me too. But anyway. The reason why these were really pretty and glued together, but when I got them, and gosh, they had made a mistake in there. So I've got to undo them and cut and paste and staple and all that stuff. Anyway. Okay. What I'm going to do is just kind of explain to you a couple of changes that's going on with your health plan. I know last year, I think I mentioned to you that you guys have what was called a platinum plan, which is the best plan available. Beam always wanted just to have the best for our employees. Well, obviously with rates and things changing on the upside, she has to tweak the plan a little bit. But in turn, you're going to have a couple of options. Instead of just one plan to pick from, you're going to be able to pick from 3 plans. And that's what this booklet is. This booklet contains the 3 different options that you will be, that you'll get to select from. So what's going to happen is DEMA is going to, or Design Build will base their contribution on a $3,000 deductible plan. And those rate sheets that Sheila's passing out, the very first option is what we call the core plan. That's what Design Build will base their 70% of the cost on. And the other 2 plans on there, you're still going to have the plan that you have now. That's still going to be an option. If you want to stay on that plan, you can. You would just pay the difference. You find your age on here, and you would pay the difference in the cost for that plan. The second option on this sheet, it's a different network. It's called Blue Preferred, and I think I looked up everyone's doctors to see. I think Pima had asked you guys if your doctor, who your doctor was. But anyway, most of them are in there. So what you're going to have is a choice of these 3 plans, and the difference is the core plan has a $3,000 annual deductible, and then the other 2 plans has a $500 annual deductible. Obviously, those rates are going to be more expensive than the $3,000. But you can see across here where it talks about the benefits. The office copay on the $3,000 is $30 for primary care and $50 for specialists. Shows you it's 80%, as long as you stay in the network. It's Blue Preferred Network is what it's called. So you just want to make sure that you use Blue Preferred doctors. And the prescription drug card it's a copay, so you don't really have a deductible. If you go to the doctor and you need prescriptions or get your well woman visit, mammogram, all those things don't require a deductible. So, things that you have to go to the hospital or MRI or things like that will get towards your deductible. But the cool thing about it is, even though it says there's a $3,000 deductible, Design Build is going to self-insure $2,000 of that deductible. So in other words, you really only have $1,000 deductible on that plan. What will happen is, if you do meet your deductible, I'm sure you're familiar with the ELBs that you get, extra benefits, that shows you what happened to your claim. Once you meet your deductible, you'll give that ELB and receipt showing that you've paid your deductible to Sheila, and then Design Build will cut you a check for that. So that's really a nice thing that they're doing for you. And there's a minimum deductible reimbursement amount of $100, so that way you won't be cutting a check for $20 every other week. But it's really, we do that at our office, and it's really nice. It helps on our deductible. So that's new this year, as you're wondering. I'm going too fast. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. But in this booklet,
I'm sorry.
quarter in the door. In this booklet, you will find benefit summaries of each of these plans. In the very first part, you'll see the very first option is the Blue Choice. That's the plan that you currently have right now. That's still going to be an option. And then the next plan will be the Blue Preferred 500 deductible. And then the next plan will be the 3,000 deductible plan. So these are summary of benefits and coverage that are required by law that you guys have these every year. So whether you want them or not, I've got to give them to you. So they're supposed to be simple, non-insurance terms to explain stuff, which is, nice. A lot of this insurance terminology is confusing. So you can take a look at those benefit summaries and decide which plan that you might want to go with. And in the very back of this booklet is an application. So you'll need to fill out one of these if you want to change from what you have now. If you want to change to the 3,000 deductible, I'll need an application for you, and you give those to Sheila. And those have to be in by probably, so you guys renew October. Yeah, those have to be in before the end of the month.
For the end of August or the end of September?
The end of September.
Yeah.
We're already in September.
That's true.
Well, I had to think about it. But this is the time, this is your open enrollment time, which means that if you have family members, eligible family members you want to add, or kids, or anything like that, this is the time that you can add. You have a one-time chance every year from the catch-all. However, during the year, if you have a baby or get married, something like that, you can do it at that time, but this is kind of like catch-all time. Okay.
So the coverage starts October 1st, or the coverage starts January 1st?
The coverage, the new plan will start October 1st. And that's the thing too, is even, you have a benefit period renewal, which you renew October 1st. But you have a calendar year deductible. And that's confusing to some people, they get it mixed up. So your deductible starts in January, ends at the end of the year. So on this plan, let's say that you've already met your 500 deductible, if you're on the plan now, and you change to this 3,000 deductible plan, you're going to have $2,500 more to meet until you meet your 3,000 deductible. That starts with your benefit year. So just wanted to point that out. Okay. And the dental hasn't changed at all. It's still the same dental plan, and there's a benefit summary about the dental in there too. It's a really good dental plan too. You guys have a good benefit package. You really do. I see more and more employers going to 5,000 deductibles. It's amazing. You guys still have good one. But on through this book, you'll have information. Blue Cross has kind of like a health and wellness resources, and you can sign up. I don't know if any of you guys have done that, but you can sign up online. It's called Blue Access for Members, and you can view your claims. If you lost your EOB, you can see your claims on there. You can take a survey about wellness, and you rack up these points, and then you can spend those points on gear. It's a pretty cool little thing if you're into that, but that's available if you didn't know about that. Yes. And one of the changes too that's going to be different for you beginning October the 1st is Blue Cross has gone to a preferred pharmacy network. These prescriptions are just really getting out of hand, the cost of them, so insurance companies are trying to do everything they can to keep the copay but save some money. So, but anyway, and you guys got a letter about this last year. Who would remember that? But what it means is If you use the preferred pharmacy network, which is CVS and Walmart, that's the network, you have your copays that's just like on that sheet. But if you say you want to use Walgreens, and it's a generic drug right now where you pay $0, if you use Walgreens, that would cost you $5. So you'll pay $5 more if you use a non-network pharmacy. Okay?
And that's beginning October 1st.
That's beginning October 1st. And then it's funny because I had to tell everybody, okay, you gotta use Walgreens, you gotta use CVS. Well, next year I'm gonna tell you, you gotta use Walgreens, not CVS. Blue Cross, I'm sure you got something in the email or something about that, so. But as far as right now, use CVS or Walmart.
Well, I also read in the letter that mail order, you get 90-day prescriptions, because I'm only getting 30, and it's playing hell.
Yeah. And you can get 90-day prescriptions at the preferred pharmacies too.
You can't,
If you use one of the two preferred, actually, preferred networks too. Yeah. So you can get 90 days at the preferred.
but that's beginning October 1st
Yes.
as well. 90, I can't get 90 days right now, even if it's preferred. I'll get it then. Okay. So I don't have to go through the mail order.
You do not have to if you use one of the preferred
Okay.
ones.
I was not aware of it.
Okay, what else do I have for you? And you guys, I don't know if you knew it or not, a lot of times it's good to have these little meetings once a year to just kind of remind you of what you have. Did you guys know you have some vision coverage? How many knew that? Basically, it's called Davis Vision, and I've got a little flyer on it. You can see it online if you sign up for Blue Access for members. You know, Blue Cross wants everything done online, saves money and all that. But basically, you get discounts for glasses and contacts and vision aids and things like that. But you have to use one of their providers. But you do have that, in case you didn't know that. It helps a little bit. And it's a pretty big network, so every little bit helps, I think. So I'll leave this with you, Sheila, just in case people aren't covered. And what else?
Is that current in the plan now, or
Plan
is that
today, you can go.
in the future?
I have some questions over the cost,
Okay.
as far as, I've written down my stuff. If I'm 24 and I'm this small, I've got a newborn, I gotta pay the $179.
But on that 282.62, design bill pays 70% of that. So,
So could you maybe just cover that a little bit? So design bills pay 70% of the employee, but then they don't pay any of the rest of the family.
Right.
So that's what you're looking at. So
right.
in his case there, he's got one child. And so he's 24, so he's gonna pay 70% of the 282, but then he has to pay 100% of the person under 24, which is 179.
Right.
And you say the core plan is basically what we have now.
No, what you have now is option number 2, the bottom one, the Blue Choice Network, that's what you currently have. And this middle plan and the bottom plan are exactly the same in benefits, it's just the network is different. This is the Blue Preferred Network, and this is the Blue Choice. The Blue Preferred Network is a little bit smaller than the Blue Choice, but the discounts are greater on this. So if you had to go into the hospital, let's say, the total charge on this one is less because they get greater, the providers give greater discounts. So you actually save by enrolling in Blue Preferred as opposed to the Blue Choice. of course, there's a lot of wellness benefits that are paid at 100%, like for newborns, all the well baby visits, immunization, all that stuff's paid at 100%. And that's all, those are all the Affordable Care Act compliant rules. So there's a lot of things that are paid at 100% under this plan, and those are all listed in that packet. Crowd here.
Yep, easy crowd.
I'll leave her know what she said. But if you have any questions, call me, email me, you know that, what I'm for. If you have any claim issues, let me know. I can help you with it. Okay. All right.
Okay, anything else, Sherri?
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
leave these extra enrollment packets with you for new employees, and then here's that Davis Vision